Donald, we have a very special guest for you today, something of a surprise. We have a young lady who was one of your, I think it was the very first date you ever had in Queens. And it's so nice, your first girlfriend has joined us now, Esther Rabinowitz. Ladies and gentlemen, Esther Rabinowitz.
Good afternoon, everyone. Donald. My name is Esther Rabinowitz, and I am a Catholic nun. What, you may ask, would make a nice Jewish girl from Queens decide to become a nun? Dating Donald Trump. I married God instead of Donald Trump. It was not an easy decision. Donald Trump owns more real estate, but God has a much smaller ego. But it wasn't Donald's arrogance that broke up an arrogant. Donald Trump was arrogant. One day at the zoo, we saw a baboon masturbating. Donald thought it was because of him. Donald was so arrogant, he made me wear a mirror on my stomach, so when he went down on me, he would have something to pleasure himself with. People ask, was it Donald's lust for money that turned you to the Lord? Absolutely not. Back then, Donald didn't want to be a businessman. He wanted to be in show business. Not this reality bullshit, but real honest-to-goodness entertainment. That's right, gay porn. Donald isn't gay, of course. He just felt that men would be less likely to make fun of his small penis. God help me, I saw it. Small. Donald Trump was small. We had to put hot sauce on his dick just so I could feel something. After having sex with Trump, I was still a virgin. I would have felt more if I'd trapped a fly in my hand. That's a thinker. But Donald's happy now, happy with his beautiful fiancée, insert name here. It's true love. Donald once asked her if she would love him if he were poor. She asked him if he'd love her if she were ugly. They laughed and laughed. Listen up, Donald, or I'll have to have Big Pussy whack you. And by Big Pussy, I don't mean Vinnie Pastore. I mean Susie Essman. That is one stretched out whore. Susie has an 8-lane highway named after her cunt. Backstage, she opened her legs. Larry David's Emmys fell out. Susie was cast in the vagina monologues, but they fired her because the audience said there was an echo. You know I love you, Susie. I love all the Friars, because in the Friars, everyone's judged on talent, not on race, creed, or color, except you, Victoria Gotti. We let you in because you have big tits. You look great, Victoria. What a rack. I'm not even a dyke. I want to put my face in there and see the sound it makes. I don't want to piss Victoria off. She's the real boss. Vinnie Pastore just plays one on TV. But backstage, I heard him bragging that he's connected. Yeah, right, Vinnie. You're connected to a fork, you fat fuck. But back to my history with Donald Trump. When we dated back in high school, Donald was no gentleman. Horny. Donald Trump was horny. The second we'd get back to my apartment, the begging would begin. Come on, I'm hurting, I need sex. People hate my hair. I need sex. Merv Griffin thinks I'm a fag. Let's prove him wrong. That would have been fine if Donald had been good in bed, but he wasn't. Quick. Donald Trump was quick. Donald was come before I could tell him he'd miss my vagina. I know this is dirty. I apologize. I'm embarrassing Kaidi Tong. Hello, Kaidi. I know your sister, some dumb hoe. She's very nice. I don't want to make her blush. She'll turn orange. Truth be told, the reason I left Donald Trump was because he wouldn't marry me unless I signed a prenuptial that said he would keep all the money and I would get all the furniture. Has anyone seen how tacky this guy lives? Let's just say gaudy, fake, and vulgar isn't just his taste in women. Bring it on, bitches. I'm a fucking numb laugher. I'll kick you in the cunt. In his foyer, he has a statue of David, naked, which would be classy if it wasn't David Hasselhoff. But I'm not bitter anymore. Being a nun has helped me to forgive. So now, if everyone would please bow their heads for a prayer for Donald Trump. And Freddie Roman, make sure you close your eyes, you horny bastard. I don't want you staring at Cheryl Teague's tits while I'm talking to God. Is Freddie horny or what? He would drill a hole in a ham and fuck it. I'm sorry, Jews, that's not kosher. I apologize. Speaking of Jews, Richard Belzer's here. Some of you don't know this. Richard Belzer has only one testicle. One testicle. And Gelman is envious. Gelman, you are a nutless wonder. Just tell Regis to go fuck himself already. But I kid, I love Gelman. I'm attracted to any man who wouldn't have the balls to hit me back. Don't laugh, Artie Lang. You are Howard Stern's personal bitch. I haven't seen anyone suck up to their master this much since Uncle Tom. No offense, Al Sharpton. Artie used to have a goatee, but he shaved it because Howard complained that it tickled his balls. We have to cut this off short because Regis has to leave early. He has to go talk Kathy Lee Gifford off a ledge. So now please bow your head for a prayer for Donald Trump. God, please forgive Donald Trump for turning Atlantic City into a dump, for making poor Ivana and Marla cry, for mistaking Omarosa for a guy, for putting real actors out of work to have his own show and act like a jerk. So please forgive this snake in the grass, even though he's too rich and acts like an ass. It's because he's flamboyant, exciting, and such that all of us really love him so much. Thank you very much. Thank you, Donald Trump. Thank you so much. Thank you, Regis.
You want to stay right here?
Oh, sure, that's fine.
Just for the record, I went to a Catholic grammar school up in the Bronx, and I never had a nun like this. But you know, of course, that this is not Esther Rabinowitz. This is one of our friars, Lisa Lampanelli, right here. Lisa, thank you very much. Okay, sweetheart.